Hello, friends. I just saw this video, the 7 levels of math, and I kind of like math now, and I thought it'd be fun, and it was so ass that I think I thought I should make my own version. So this is math you do for computer science. This is comprehensive. Hold on, my camera's gonna be in the bad spot. Let me move over here. What? Hold up. I'm over here now. Okay, this is a comprehensive presentation. You guys are going to comprehend what I'm talking about. Okay, first up we have counting. This is a good introduction to the natural number space. How many of them are there? I actually struggle with this one. No, I don't. That was a bad joke. There's 5 of them. How many? Next we have addition of subtraction. Come on, man, you know this. Multiplication and division with remainders. What if we could add 2 numbers a bunch of times? Your computer doesn't even know how to really do that other than just adding a bunch of times. Division is like the same thing. What's a remainder? I don't know. Okay, next up, complex numbers. They teach you that mixed numbers are like better, like 2 3/4. That's like, they teach you that's the move in elementary school, and then never again. I've never been told to write something as a mixed number, probably ever. Matter of fact, I'd probably get docked points for that. How to have less than 1 than something, how to have a little more than something. This is probably where it got hard for a lot of you people. Okay, that's elementary school. Now let's go to middle school. So integers, what if you could have less than 0 of something? I feel like this is where a lot of people's math journey really ends. How do you have less than 0 of something? That doesn't make any sense. This is a lot like the concept of I for you smarter people out there. I don't remember anything else at the middle school level. So I was a smart kid in middle school. I went straight to high school. This made me think that I'm smarter than everybody. I still believe this to this day. But I knew a kid, his name was Arnav. I think he had already finished pre-calc at this point. Okay, number theory. This is kind of weird that they drop you this in Math 1, but like, you know, communicative property, identity property, all that. Functions. I remember the teacher wrote f of x on the board, and I'm gonna shat my pants because what the hell is f? That's not a variable. Cartesian plane. Remember he said the phrase quadratic trinomial, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It's not. 8th grade was just functions and graphing. This is math 2. Oh, good job. 1 over x. Here's what it looks like. Who cares? High school math sucked. I don't remember anything in high school. Okay, logarithms. I was taught these so bad that it took me until like now to actually know how to do these. So like log base 2 equals 3. That means 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3 equals whatever. I don't know. I probably just messed it up now. Natural logs, that's even worse. But yeah, it's just how do you raise the power of something. Okay, trigonometry. I took this class on accident. I thought it was required. You think it's how triangles work. It's actually how circles work. It's just angles and whatnot, and how to derive a triangle from a couple of angles. Pre-calculus. Why did they call it this? We don't talk about limits or anything. I would say limits would be pre-calculus, but whatever. The sewer system. I took this class in like a trailer. If you guys had those trailers, the sewer system was broken in mine, so it smelled like shit from a butt. This is a unit circle and inverse trig functions. This is the first math class that was actually hard for me. They should have just called it advanced algebra. My camera's covering it. But yeah, they should have just called this advanced algebra. Calculus 1, this class only beat me because it was the bubble year. I did not do good in this class at high school. I had to retake it in college. College math, I took calculus again, and it was not that hard. It's just the rate of change. How's the slope change when you're at different points? Also, how does that slope change at different points? And then also integrals, which is how does the area under this curve change, which is just the slope but backwards. Alright, cool. Calculus 2, this class is absolutely brutal, but I think it's 100% necessary. My teacher would dock points off because I wouldn't write dx after every single step taking an integral. This is like, you have weirder integrals and integrals with weird bounds. You dipped your toes in differential equations, and that cemented me not wanting to have a math major. Calculus 3, this is the best one because you already know everything. It's just calculus in 3 dimensions, sometimes 4 cool shapes. All those cool shapes there. You also take partial differentials, which I think I might have had to use for something sometime. Okay, we're finally done. At least this is naive thinking. A lot of you in high school did some sort of assignment where you went onto the BLS and you picked computer programmer as your future job that you want because it pays $100,000. And for a lot of you, your major was determined by just this assignment here because you're all greedy. But discrete math is the first class where I've actually seen people cry during a test. I didn't think it was that bad, but there were a lot of things in it that were brutal. Like counting permutations. If you're going from nothing to like n choose r and permutations like 5 permute 3, that's just insane, especially within the context. Set theory, for some reason we talk about sets a lot. I didn't get it back then, but I do now. Logical circuitry, you kind of use that, I guess, if you're doing a lot of like ands and not. I use it in my assembly class a lot. Recursion and closed forms, though, that's absolutely sick. And I'm sure there's going to be one kid who says in India we did this in 7th grade. You see this comment come up a lot whenever you just talk about somewhat difficult math. I think it's kind of funny. I like to comment it on every single post involving math I see. And this is where I got a bit Stockholm syndrome-y, because up until now I did not like math, but oh my god. But starting here, it started to grow on me. So next we got statistics. This is calculus-based statistics. Peyton, if you're watching this, he's my friend. He's in a history major. He did Excel. Oh, my camera's in the way again. Uh-oh. Yeah, we had to do the calculus-based version of this. He only had to do the normal discrete-based version of this. It's kind of predicting the future, but kind of not. And it's the class that taught me that when they predict the weather, they're actually lying. It's actually just a confidence interval. Like, it's a 90% confidence interval that it's going to rain. It's not actually a 90% chance that it's going to rain, which is so messed up when you think about it. They're just straight up lying to you. Okay, data structures and algorithms. Yes, I'm counting this because I had to actually relearn a mathematical concept, which was logarithms. How do we store data in a way that's fast? How do we get data in a way that is fast? I think if you're a computer science major and you don't do good in this class, they should take your diploma away. I'm just kidding, but I think this class is 100% necessary. And I'm also including it because of recursive algorithm analysis. Anyone who had to do that will testify to how hard that is. It is very, very tricky. Linear algebra, I'm taking this right now. I honestly did not know how people take this before discrete or Calc 3. There's a freshman who sits next to me in my class, and he was so visibly confused when my teacher, for whatever reason, put a derivative on the test, which is calculus concept, which this kid might have just not taken yet. Also, he used discrete math notation, like the set of all real numbers, the set of natural numbers, like z and all that. And he just used very notation-heavy stuff that you learn in discrete that I just don't understand how you can understand off the cuff. This is the class where I actually learned I mean, we all know what I is, a square root of -1, but up until like 2 weeks ago, I had never actually used it in the class because I'm in computer science. We work in the real world. This is like matrices and vectors again. This is eigenvalues and whatnot. Honorable mention, it's not in the slides, but physics also uses a lot of vectors. And then computer networks at the grad level, this is the culmination. This is the ultimate test of whether you're actually paying attention. Because you might say, I'm never going to use calculus in the real whatever, but finding the minimum packet header size is a thing that I had to do a while ago, and you 100% need calculus for that. Let's see, I did my homework this morning. This morning I did my homework. I had to take a limit. I had to do a limit to prove that packet size for Ethernet, the packet size is not directly, but as your packet size increases, your access time increases. And as that approaches infinity, so does your access time. That's the end of the presentation. I just think that the 7 levels of math, I think that was just such a dog shit video. I want my time back for watching it. It was so boring. I thought he was going to give some cool executive summary on math, but no, he just got to calculus and started complaining about how hard it is. If only this guy knew how much worse it could get. There's things that I don't even know. I haven't even touched diff-EQ. I'm sure there's someone out there telling me how brutal diff-EQ is, or I don't know, chaos theory. I don't know. I'm not a math major. I'm glad I'm not. I hate math. No, I don't. I hate the imaginary number space. I hate math that I don't get. But once I get it, I love math. And that's the attitude that you should have towards everything in life. You should hate it until you understand it, and then you will love it. That's actually not a feeling you should have. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Don't waste your time. Here's the lesson. Don't waste your time watching YouTube videos that you think might be interesting, but like mostly boring. Don't watch those. Those videos aren't worth your time. Like, honestly, like this one wasn't worth my time. I spent all my time working it just out of spite because I was pissed off that I wasted like 10 minutes of my time. Have a good day.